Okay, so I am finishing crystalling my Lover bodysuit today. So I just wanted to go over some technique and stuff on video because there's only so much I can address on blog without showing it, you know. So the blog entry for like the tutorial for this goes into what sizes and colors and whatever for the rhinestone. So check it out for that. What you're going to need for actually crystalling here, I use E6000 Fabrifuge. Love the stuff. There's no fumes. It works really well. You can crystal sideways even and it doesn't fall. It's great. There's a wax picker. These get known by several different names. I've got a link in the blog. These are great. This is what you use to pick up your rhinestones. And then I've got my rhinestones. So I'm finishing these out with 16SS crystal for this section. I like to have a little lid with a rim for rhinestoning, and you'll see why in a sec. So when you pick them up, you need to pick up with the crystal side facing up. And the nice thing about using a lid, and where I just poured it, there are a fair amount already facing up. Once you use those up and have just the overturned ones, all you have to do is just whack the lid a couple times and they'll flip upside down, or right side up, I should say. So that's really handy. So anyway, we're going to start crystalling. Matter of technique, if you are right-handed, it's good to go left to right, just so you avoid putting your hand in glue as you're already doing it, and top to bottom. So I'll do this way several times. I'll do a block at a time. You don't want to do so much that the glue dries. You'll get a feel for how fast you work. So what I do is, unlike regular E6000, you can pipe this straight from here and it goes really fast. So as you can see there, it's all piped out real quick. Cap it off when you're not using it. Then you pick a stone up and press it in. Now what I should have said when you're gluing is you want to have enough glue that when you press down in it, it comes up around the rhinestone and cups it a little bit, almost like a jewelry setting. You want that glue to come up around and touch the actual crystal part of it so that the crystal doesn't separate from the backing, which can happen if you don't have the glue actually touching the clear rhinestone part of it. And as you see, like sometimes you'll flip it or it just won't stick right. That'll be fine. And this little mess will not show up in the final, once it's all dry and everything. That's the nice thing about having a ton of crystals, is that it's very visually distracting. So if you do have any little mess ups, it's not a big deal. So once you place them, if you're not super happy with where it is, you can always just adjust them a little bit. Technically, you're supposed to use this end so you don't get glue on the wax part. The wax part can lose its stick after a while if you get glue on it. So if you find that it's not picking up the rhinestones or not holding them well, you can just kind of sharpen it. I'll just use scissors and kind of scrape the end off. It's like sharpening a pencil. Anyway, that one jumped a little bit. And that one has an extra one in there. Okay. I'm at the end of a very, very long day. I rhinestoned this entire thing today. So I'm probably a little sloppier than I could be, but I'm also almost done. So I am going to be pushing through on this. I'll just nudge those to be where I like them. And that's how I crystal. I'll usually do a much bigger section, like I'll do like yay big or something when I'm crystalling, but just for demonstration. And then you can see this, how many rhinestones I've got flipped over. So it's just a gentle, you see it, and it flips it over. Anyway, I'm going to finish this, and be sure to check out the blog for full details on how to make this from start to finish.